today I wanted to talk about the present moment and learning how to live in the present moment. I'm going to be referring to my list because I have a few notes that I took. So if I look away from the camera, it's probably because I'm referring to that. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. So the human mind has a tendency to wander around all the time. Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter how hard you focus. Your mind is always, for some reason, going to go back to your past regrets or like future anxieties, what you're gonna eat today, what places you would like to move, like what so and so did to you in the past that hurt you. And if you've ever tried to do that, if you've ever tried to catch yourself in your thoughts, you've probably noticed how hard it is to do. It's really hard to do because as soon as you catch yourself, or as soon as you're able to catch yourself or your mind, it starts wandering again. It is especially difficult if you have history of ADHD, or if you have any history of like post-traumatic stress or OCD or anything like that, or if you have depression or something, then I'm sure you understand how much your wandering mind hinders your ability to focus, your ability to be productive, your well-being, your overall self-esteem. Our minds by default is always seeking stimulation. And while that sounds amazing, it's actually not, because it kind of hinders our abilities to be in the present moment, to recognize the present moment in order to accept it. Speaking from experience, I can say that negative thoughts spiral so fast, and next thing you know, you're ruminating and you're losing out on the present. You're losing out on the present moment while you're worried about something that you probably do not have any control over. I personally used to struggle with it all the time, like I would never interact with what my body and what my senses were picking up right now. I would only interact with thoughts in my head that probably didn't matter. Dwelling on your past or on your future is a waste of time. All that it does is rob you from the contentment and the enjoyment of the present. And your only tangible reality is the present moment. Your only tangible reality is me speaking to you through the camera right now. I had to learn how to embrace and how to accept the present moment. And once I had that down, a lot of things changed for me. And I had to learn that things just are the way they are. Things aren't the way they were, or things aren't the way they will be. No, things are the way they are right now. And I really had to get that into my own head. For me, the best way to recognize that, the best way to accept the present moment, was by cultivating mindfulness. Mindfulness is the key state to become present and aware. And all that it takes to practice mindfulness is just to sit back and observe. That's it. Don't judge, don't try to understand, don't try to judge it as good or bad. Just sit back, observe, take it in, and move on to the next. That kind of sounds crazy and useless, but trust me, there's nothing that will make you feel more in control than just sitting back and just observing everything that's happening around you, and not necessarily labeling it as something that's happening to you or something that's happening for you. And honestly, you can even just try it just for fun, like if you're out on the street or whatever, try to do it and see how judgmental you really are. We're also judgmental and we don't really realize it. It's not like we do it on purpose. It's just that it feels good to judge other people, and it feels good to point out what other people are doing that is wrong without necessarily assessing what we're doing that could be similar to what those people are doing. And yeah, fortunately, there are many methods that you can use to practice mindfulness. I have a list here, such as meditation, journaling, yoga, taking deep breaths, going for a walk to clear your mind, and just so you can stay grounded and just so you don't focus on anything that doesn't really matter in the present moment. All of those things that I just named can help you establish a strong mind and body connection. That way, wherever you are, you can just feel your body and feel your own presence, instead of always going back and referring back to your, like your pains or your future anxieties or whatever, anything like that. I'm honestly so surprised about how much mindfulness and being mindful has tangibly changed my life for the better. I have become so much kinder to myself. I have become so much more patient, not only with myself, just with other people, with people around me. It has also gotten me to trust my future more, because weirdly enough, me being able to be present and be mindful in a way gives me the reassurance that my future is going to be fine. Because if I'm here right now and focused on whatever that I need to do, then why would I worry about my future? My future is only like a different version of my present. I don't know how to explain it. Like when I'll be in the future, I won't be like, oh, I'm finally in the future. Like, yeah, I guess, but it's gonna be like, oh, this is my present. So if I'm not focused on my present right now, then obviously I'm gonna be worried about my future, and I'm gonna be worried about like, oh my God, like what if I did this or this or that? But if I'm here right now and focused on that, then I'm just doing just that. I don't know if that makes sense. The sad truth is that we're all in a way losing or weakening our attention spans, especially with technology and TikTok and whatnot. Like, it's really, really hard. I'm also a victim of just being addicted to TikTok. But yeah, most people's attention span has just become trash. That's just the sad truth. And it's not only Gen Z. I see a lot of people saying it's just Gen Z. Like, it's really not. It's older people as well. It's like really young people as well. It's even animals. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen videos of just animals who are just addicted to watching TV, watching TikTok. It's ridiculous. And it's just crazy to think about. Like, dang, even animals are addicted to screen time these days. That's wild. But the only thing that makes a difference between us, you know, between me and you and that animal is our consciousness. And as much as we can use that consciousness to vibrate low as fuck and feel sorry for ourselves, we can also use that consciousness to pull ourselves out of the dirt whenever it's necessary, whenever it's needed, and get ourselves back in line. Learn how to be grateful for the things that you have, because that's all you have. Being grateful, just, it changes everything. Like, be grateful that you get to listen to your least favorite song right now, because you know that the next song that the DJ is about to play is probably going to be your jam, you know? Be grateful that your friends or your current partner is treating you like garbage right now, because now you get to see their true colors, you get to see who they really are, and you get to move on and not have anybody else ever treat you in that way ever again. Be grateful you get to start all over again. There are so many people who can't start all over again. So many people wish they could go back and experience certain things again, or experience new things that they've never experienced, because they were probably way too busy focusing on their future and not focusing on how they can make their present moment more productive in order to make that future actually happen. It's also very important that you learn how to practice self-compassion. So many of us get caught up feeling bad or feeling ashamed or feeling guilty about things that we did in the past or things that certain people did to us. That's quite a lot, but self-compassion can help you face all of these challenges. You know, we're all humans. We've all been through it at some point. We're all flawed. Some are more flawed than others, but I mean, obviously, if you're watching this video right now, it's probably because you understand how flawed you are, and you probably understand what you need to work on in order to work on these flaws. And once you do all those things, you'll realize it really isn't that scary to be present. It really isn't that scary to accept and embrace the present moment. All you have to keep telling yourself is, I love me now. I got me now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, no, now. And if it's one of those days where you probably don't feel super great and it's really hard for you to get out of your head, get out of your thoughts, then you can tell yourself, what can I do right now so I can love me right now? Stop being afraid of what happened to you, and stop being afraid of what could happen to you or what will happen to you. Learn how to embrace yourself right now in the present. It's probably some of the best things that you could do for yourself, because again, wherever you go, there you are. So don't focus on the things that happen to you. Don't focus on the things of the future. Focus on how you feel right now, or how you can make yourself feel better about that said future that you're so worried thinking about. There's absolutely no way to escape the present moment. So the best that you could do for yourself is just accept it. Love it. I hope you'll be able to take valuable insights from this video, and I hope this was the sign that you needed to finally learn to embrace the present moment. I love you very much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.